Hey, this is Ferg from the Atari 2600 Game by Game podcast, and you are watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
And bingo, we are here. And I have a special guest with me tonight that I didn't tell you was going to be here, but we talked today, and we're trying to do a few different things with StreamYard and gameplay, and we're both testing out some things. So Jeff is joining me tonight, and we're going to play some Activision games, guys, for the Atari 2600. So thanks for coming on, Jeff.
Oh, no problem. Anytime, Pete. The new setup here, I think is so cool. I love this.
Normally, guys, I stream with OBS, or I've been streaming with OBS for quite a while. It shows like, was it last week we did the thing? I do that with StreamYard where I have all kinds of guests, but the gameplay ones I've been doing with OBS. The big kicker with OBS, Jeff and I, you may have seen we did the stream this weekend where we played hockey against each other. And we used to try to do that in the past. It had been a couple of years, but we tried to do that in OBS as well. We'd have Skype to get both of us in the screen and stuff, and it was really kind of difficult. So
Whoop. All right, Pete.
we're good. We have a Breton Brewing Let's Jam Blueberry Pomegranate Sour.
Blueberry and pomegranate?
I broke myself right out of mid thought by opening my beer in the middle of it. Anyway, we did it this Saturday in StreamYard, and we shared our gameplay by just sharing the screen. And it worked great. So we thought we'd try it again today. And there's a couple of other things we're going to try. Jeff is going to play some Activision games here tonight as well. And for him, he is going to use his Elgato through StreamYard, replacing his picture, his webcam, for example. Like just change his camera source. And then I'll full screen it. And we'll be able to watch his gameplay when he's up. So we'll each take a crack at some of these games. So they're not very long games. I called this part one because I don't plan on playing a whole lot of different ones, but some of the early games for the system. Sound good, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. That's probably the ones I'm most familiar with, the early ones.
Good. And there's some I know that you've played that I've played a very friggin' little bit. Now, ideally, the next stage is to figure out how to play these games head to head, but we aren't there yet, huh?
No, but we could both be playing the same game, different games.
Yes.
Different games, but be the exact same title, I should say, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. But if we were doing that right now, I'm going to be playing via shared screen, and I'm using Launchbox today to play mine. And you are using your Elgato to capture off of what?
I'm using my Retron 77.
Okay, right on with your Elgato.
Yes, through the Elgato.
All right. I'm going over to the chat before we get playing some games. I haven't even recognized any of the people in here today. We got 16 people in here already. Only been on 4 minutes. So right on. Joey Vibes. Good to see you, man. And of course, the incomparable Lance Jennings in the house. One of the everybody be quiet. Blake is going to have this on. He's going to be trying to take a nap. So don't anybody be loud for Blake. Okay. Wake up. Anyway. Let's go there. Salvatore in the house. Good evening to all. Good evening to you, Salvatore. Thanks for joining us as always. And it's Kurt Bradshaw, member of the Coco crew. Thanks for being here, Kurt. That's awesome. Let's scroll down. Hey, Christopher Westerman's here. Beautiful. Glad to see you, Christopher. Keep scrolling down. And look who it is.
Hey, it's my mom.
It's Junebug. Thanks for stopping in, Junebug. Always love it when you stop in and watch some of the stream. Really appreciate it. And, of course, he's going to tell me to play Intellivision thing. You need to use the old Atari Fuji. I don't know what that is, Willie.
Oh, what is it? I thought the logo was just called the Atari Fuji. Is there a different one?
Is that what it's called? Oh, I suppose because it's Fuji Mountain. Yeah, I don't know. They use the old Atari food. Yeah, I don't know. I apologize for being so lack of knowledge. I just sort of, I guess I don't pay attention to that too much.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, I mean the Atari logo up there that you have on here on the far left is not the Atari logo I remember.
No,
is that a new one or is that
I don't. I can't
old one?
tell you. I do know that there are 2 or 3 different ones.
I mean, it's slightly different.
Well, look at the VCS box and compare. Yeah, well, yeah. See how if you look at the box down in the corner right below you, it's got the Atari logo on it. Yeah, it's just got a wider base and thinner
in the middle. Yeah.
Man,
look how dusty that is. What the heck?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
I can see the difference now, Willie, for sure. Yeah, but I'm not too worried about it. That's good. I like both. So let's start it off with a game, Jeff. I'll try it first. I'm going to show you guys first of all what I'm using to play my games because it's kind of neat. I don't know. Hopefully you're interested in stuff like this, but I'm always looking at new ways to play these games, and I'm going to add it to the stream right now. Actually, I'll scroll up first. And I use which you may have heard of, a software called Launchbox. There it is. And what Launchbox is, it's basically a front end for all kinds of different emulators for different types of games. All I have in here right now working is I have NES, and there's all my NES games, and I have my Atari 2600, and I can add Coleco, I can add all kinds of different things. It's a lot of arcade as well, although I don't really have the arcade ones working. But this is just so neat because I could use my old controller. I've got an Xbox One controller is what I'm going to use. And all the different games are there. You'll notice that some, when you load them up, of course, a lot of these ROMs only have 8-digit or 8-character numbers or names, I should say, and it won't automatically recognize them. So it's kind of neat because then after you're done, you can go through, and I've actually scrolled through a lot of them. But like I'll go here like this one, JNGLHUNT is probably Jungle Hunt, and I could just go like this, go edit, and edit metadata. It's just the whole system. The Launchbox database has all the info, and when I type in the name, it says, "Oh, okay, that must be Jungle Hunt," even though it didn't automatically recognize it. I just select it. I could download the media for it by clicking one button, 2 buttons. There it is. And I know I see that is Jungle Hunt, and hit OK. And bang, all of a sudden, where to go? There it is. This is it, right? Can you see my cursor? There it is, cool. Right there. So it's basically it takes a while to go through them all, but once you do it, they're all there. So it's a beautiful interface. It also has a part called Big Box, which you could use if you're going to do like a bar top arcade emulator. That's all done with the joystick and stuff, and it's really cool. It could do multiple systems. So
this looks way better than the Retron.
Man, they've been working on this Launchbox for years, and they just keep perfecting. And I won't say it's easy to use, but usually you can get some stuff running, and then there's lots of resources out there for teaching you how to use it online. There's a YouTube channel called ETA Prime, who always was about different tricks like making retro pies and doing the Launchbox and stuff like that. I always loved the channel, and he actually does most of the how-to videos for Launchbox now. So anyway, I told you that because this is how I'm going to be playing my games. And Jeff, why don't we start off with, let's see, I can go over to brand here. Why don't we start off with this one right here, Dragster.
Oh, God.
Here's my copy right there. And I've just sort of tried to learn how to play this game. But the reason we're starting with Dragster is, the Activision stream is going to be a lot of different videos. That's why I put part 1 of this. But this is AG001. This is one of the very first 4 games that were released for the Activision system by the guys when they left Atari. Went over Alan Miller, David Crane, Bob Whitehead, and Larry Kaplan. Yeah.
And it only takes 7 seconds to play. So
it does. It's a quick
There's always
game.
room for Dragster.
So you do know how to play them, correct? You do?
I always forget how to play. It's pretty tricky. Like, you got to change gears. You got to rev it up. You got to switch gears. It's a little. It's definitely tricky.
I'll tell you this: I had never played it. I'd seen it, played with it a little bit, and just blow the engine. And I actually completed it a couple times. So there's Dragster. I'll just double click. Boom! There it goes.
You know, Pete, I've tried doing. I do that Quest for the Patch series.
Yes.
And I've worked on this several times, and I just can't get it.
What's the number for the patch?
Oh,
like it's quite low though, right?
It's like low 6 or might even be high 5. It's really tough.
All right, so blow the engine. Oh, okay. I'm obviously hitting the wrong direction here.
And it takes a while to get it.
There we go. Oh,
wait, what were the controls again? Is it
okay?
You push to the right to shift?
To the left.
And the right resets the game? Is that right? Because one
direction resets start button, like it's on my controller.
I can't remember. Do you hold the button down and then let go when you shift?
I actually finished the game.
That's good.
9.48 seconds. All right, let's see. I gotta try it again. It's so weird. It's such a simple game. And to tell me now. I always see there 2 different games, 1 and 2, and in both of them, the other car is running.
It's always a 2-player game.
Okay.
1, the one you just played, it goes straight. 2 is steerable.
Oh.
And I've never played that version, but it's always a 2-player game.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. That's pretty much what I was asking there.
I know a lot of people hate this game, and I actually like it just because it's just you have to be just so focused on it. You're just doing it over and over. Like I said, I guess it's when you push it to the right, it resets it. So you can. It was made to be played, a million times in a row.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again here. I'll take 3 more chances, then you can, because God, it only takes like 10 seconds if I win. So I'm gonna go 3 more times, then you can have 5 times or whatever.
Yeah, Lance like steerable dragsters.
Yeah, really.
Lance knows everything there is about car racing, so he's like, what?
Oh, there's one. Hey,
You're getting better.
I have 1 more turn to go. So 8:58 is my all right, here we go. $7.44. There, hit that. That'll stop it from making all that noise. And guys, please give me some feedback on the sound, because we're doing it. The sound is coming through my speakers. It's just basically through the microphone as well. And it's hard for me to balance because I'm listening to Jeff through my mic or through my speakers as well. And we're like I say, we're just playing with this. When we stream with OBS, I can control the sound of the mic and the gameplay independently, but I can't do that here right now, at least not with what I'm trying to do. So maybe Todd Rogers come on and show us how to get 5.51 seconds or not.
I was just going to say, I was just getting ready to make that joke. Salvatore beat me to it.
Good. Thank you, Willie. If it's fine, it's fine. I just really don't know because, again, it's sort of rough sound because it's coming through. These got rough sound anyway, most of these games, right? So anyway, let's put that off there. Going to scroll through, look at some. You ready to check it out, Jeff, on your end?
Sure.
So I'll just pull that off the screen on mine.
I got to, let's see. I got to remember how to play this. I tried playing it last time a few weeks ago, and I just couldn't get the hang of it. Before that, I had the hang of it. And, whoops, where am I?
There. Is that all right? That work?
Oh,
No, that's me. That's me moving the screen around. Sorry.
it's difficulty setting that way. Let's see. Oh, do I have to hit this button? I think. No, I don't.
You don't
Shoot.
get
You know
much
what?
for sound through yours.
How do I get? Oh man, I may not be able to do sound here because my setup's completely different than yours.
Do you have sound through your speakers? That's how you were doing it the other night.
No, the sound. Hold on, let me see. So what's shift? Is it up?
Shift was over toward. I hit left on mine.
Do you let go of the button at all?
I do. Oh yeah. Like if you hold the button and you just blow it, right? I just sort of get it up a little bit and then just.
I'm not even able to do it at all now.
There you go. 8:45. There's a few practice runs now. Keep going.
See how you can switch right back to the game starting again? I love that. Darn it. This is one of those games where I don't know, it just takes forever, I think, to get me going here. I can't do it, man. I did it once. That was it. What am I doing wrong? Whoop. Oh, I blew it. Are you doing the button first?
I usually just get a little bit, just tap the button a little bit, get a little bit of speed, then shift it into first as soon as it goes to 0, and then just keep. I never let it go much past red before I shift again, let go of the button and shift.
I can't get it going, Pete. I only did it once.
There you go.
All right, did it twice. Hey, I got a
781. Right on, Willie. That if William says there's some good things said about the Atari VCS, the Atari 2600. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Willie.
Nice having people that realize that this is the VCS originally.
Yeah, really, exactly. That's what I always thought of it as. It was the VCS right there on the box that we see. Video computer system is what it was.
Yeah.
Poor Matt. Matt always picks the games that I'm not going to play because I don't have a paddle hooked up, right? So I can't play Kaboom, Matt. It's like, sorry. Luke, welcome to the show, Luke. Thanks for stopping in. Emma Jade in the house. Fortnite for Atari and Intellivision. I don't know.
All right, 741, Pete.
Oh, geez, that beats my time. I had what, 748.
All right, maybe we can move on because I don't know if I can figure out the.
It is, Willie. Warlords is a great
problem.
game. So why don't we go to the next one? And you go first this time, and I'll keep working my way through the chat, but I'm going to go over to this screen first. And next up, I want to see how you make out playing a game of boxing.
Oh, killing me, Pete.
But that is another one.
By the way, I do have
Right there, and that is AG002, the second game produced by them. That was another one of the original 4 released all at the same time.
So Dragster has a patch, but boxing does not. I do have a paddle here. I do have a paddle controller.
Oh, cool. So you could play those games.
All right,
Paddle games. See, I'm not with my hookup. I can't.
And you want me to put on boxing?
Boxing's not paddle. Boxing's.
Hold on. All right, boxing. Oh boy, basketball. I love basketball. Boing, bowling, boxing.
There it is.
Woo. All right.
See how you do. Just play game number 1.
See how many
Like
points
I said, I
I
had to
get.
go back through the chat here.
Oh no. He's beating me.
That sound is good. Good. Hey, Doomer. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have no sound. I can't play this game without thinking of that great quote from Naked Gun.
What's that?
When Drevin was talking about boxing, he goes, "All I know is you never bet on the white guy."
Jeez. Yeah.
Now, there's different points, I think, depending on how close or far away you are.
There is a jab from a long way out gets you 1, in close gets you 2.
Come on, buddy. I haven't flipped yet. Let's see if I can flip around.
Sometimes it's tricky to get by them.
Oh, he's not letting me. Oh my gosh, 50 seconds left.
Okay, you're the white guy, right?
Yep.
Well, you're winning.
God, I feel like I'm losing. My hand's killing me.
Oh,
This
it's a hard
game-
game on the hand.
This game is really tough on the hands. I wonder why they didn't have a patch for this. I mean, they knew they were doing patches because they had one for Dragster.
Yeah.
All you had to do was beat the guy and get a patch. They do that with ice hockey. Just win a game. Oh, I'm losing now. Last seconds of the match. Ooh, he beat me.
Oh, beat you 60-57.
Oh.
All right, let's see how I can do. What I got to do here? Change back to this. And add to stream. So there I am there. We should get sound here too. If I hit the right button. Find the right button here. Oh, I know what I can do. There. Gotta do that. I like the bezel in these too. This launch box sets up these bezels.
You know, it's funny. I've never played this game against another person.
No, we used to have it way back when. I could play it. I could do quite well at that time, but
There you go, Pete. Moving around.
come on.
My hand ran out at the end.
Come on, you.
Can you make his nose bleed? That would be awesome if you could. They could have just taken the nose and turned it red after you've beat
Yeah,
them
really.
enough. I'm sure that wouldn't have been that big a deal.
Run away.
Oh, you did it.
And if you get to 99, you get a KO. But, that is hard in the hands. But it's still a pretty good game for 79 or whatever it was, or 81. 79, I think. Should just look at the box.
Well, when did Activision form?
80. I think it was 80. So next, I will show you a game. Well, first of all, we can look at this one. This is a very early one as well. Bridge. I'm not going to play a game of Bridge because, one, it would be very boring, and two, I don't even know how. But, of course, I'm trying to get the complete Activision set, so there's my copy of Bridge right there, which I got quite a while ago. They want quite a bit for it nowadays.
I didn't even know it existed. I've never heard of that.
And the other one is right here. And I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to show you. And that's Checkers. And Checkers is an interesting one, too. It's hard to find, and it's quite expensive now. Just difficult to get, more so, much more so than video Checkers for Atari.
So did, I forget her name, the lady that did River Raid. Did she make...
Carol Shaw?
Yeah, Carol Shaw. She did 3D Tic-Tac-Toe, right?
She did, yeah.
Oh, she Tic-Tac-Toe. Never mind.
She did 3D Tic-Tac-Toe for Atari. Yeah, she didn't do this one. This was Alan Miller, I believe. Without opening it up and taking a look, I'm quite sure this is Alan Miller. And I just brought that up on the screen to show you. This is a game that's kind of infamous for when you're playing against a computer, the entire screen goes blank while it's thinking. And it's really kind of strange. But this is the third game that was ever made for Activision, actually.
I wonder how well that...
003.
I'd love to know how Checkers sold versus, say, the first two.
Back in those days, every system had to have checkers, chess, the very basics, right? It's like you think, why? Why did they have to have those? But they did.
I'm thinking it was for the parents.
Yeah, because parents recognize those games, so they'd have to have those games, and they say, okay, that's a valid game system, so they buy it because these games even existed, whether the kids wanted to play them or not. So next up is a game. I'll go first this time, so they get up on the screen. I love this game. And I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, I had Fishing Derby. All right.
Did ya? Oh, right on. Okay, so this is a bit of a pain. I did this to bring it up. There's a story behind this game. First of all, it's really neat, guys. One of the very first videos that I ever did for reviewing games at all was Fishing Derby for the Atari. Because I was doing a whole bunch of Atari games when I first started because I could capture the video. I couldn't capture Intellivision at the time. And I loved Atari just as much as anything, really. So I did these, and I did this game because this is a game that during the crash, my oldest sister, who passed away in 2007, she bought it for me about 1983 or 84 and gave it to me for Christmas one year. So just always remembered this game. It's always been very special to me.
Well, that's cool.
So, yeah. Just a neat story behind it, and it's a fun little game. So, again, that's another one, Jeff. I wish we could play it head-to-head, but...
I know.
All right, so...
I wish Atari would... If Atari would do something like that, you know how they've got a new piece of hardware coming out where they're playing their old games, but imagine if they did that with their old games, but it was all online.
Yeah. Man...
People would lose it over that. They'd be so excited.
And absolutely, Jeff. And, the thing is back when, Amico was starting and stuff, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to play these games against my friends, like the original games. And that's other stuff was gravy, but that was all I wanted. And, oh, well, we'll still wait. And the technology's there. Willie says Atari chess cheats, he heard. I don't know about the Atari. Well, it was not the Activision one, I don't think, but Rick Reynolds and Ferg did the intro in my video that I played today. Ferg from the Atari 2600 podcast, and of course, Rick Reynolds from the Intellivisionaries put the Atari checkers versus the Intellivision checkers head to head. And what they did is they actually literally turned one television upside down, because both games make the one-player version play from the top or play from the bottom, but they both do the same thing. So they actually turned one TV down and then recorded both. And like Ferg was in one spot, the computer would make a move, and all they would do is they'd replicate the move on the other one.
Right.
To see what I'm saying? And it was kind of a neat video. Those videos are available. They did it with checkers, chess, reversey. And those videos are available on the Intellivisionaries Podcast YouTube channel. So it's kind of neat. I did not know that the Intellivision had a fishing game and it wasn't Finish Lands. Never heard that before. Right on. Oh, yeah. Waiting to play pre-NES with buddies afar. And one of my favorite lines, Creeper, that I say, like one of the games I loved when I was a kid, still do to this day, is I love Sea Battle. But when do I ever get to play Sea Battle? Because there's nobody around here to play it. It's 2 players only, or any of these sports games and stuff, you know. But my statement was always the same thing. I just want to have a game of Sea Battle against somebody where I'm not trying to teach them how to play the damn thing at the same time. And I've said that 1,000 times, but it really wraps it up, right? It wraps it up well. So I heard that the AI moves pieces while the display is blank. Yes, that is the Activision checkers, not the Atari checkers, but the Activision checkers. I've got video checkers here somewhere too. Yeah, right up there for Atari, but my Activision ones are all right here. That's the one I'd love to have the whole set of. I think I am missing 4 games for the Activision set right now. Anyway, let's start this up. I am the Red Fisherman, and I'll try to get to 99 first. So here we go. Oh, how do I start it? Oh, I got to go over here again. Click on the screen is what I have to do to get it to start, and then things work. Come on, shark. There you go.
I love the shark in this game.
Yeah, really. This was just a fun game, no matter what, you know.
I played this a lot as a kid. Yeah, I realized watching seeing your Atari collection, your Activision collection, Pete, that I really only played the old Activision games.
Oh, okay, yeah. And that was the same way, man.
Because a lot of the stuff I didn't even know existed. Like I saw you had Space Shuttle. I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah,
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of neat. Like, if you want to see the video, I did those reviews back at the time. Then I did some gameplay. They were pretty short at the time. They were only like 8-9 minute videos. But I think it might have been the second or third review I ever did. I'll watch the chat. Jeff, you watch the chat if anybody guess. I'll bonus points for anybody who can guess what the very first game I ever reviewed was on YouTube.
I wonder if I've seen that.
And of course, this is the infamous 2 minutes and 16 seconds. That's how long these games are.
Atari Creep wants to know if you have the console overlay for Space Shuttle.
I would have to open the box and check, but I believe that I do.
What's the console overlay? Are you talking about like Intellivision, the controllers, or something else?
Well, no, there's actual an overlay because they use some of the buttons on the system to do it, right? Like some of the reset, the difficulty switches, you'd use those. They incorporated those into the controls.
Oh, you're kidding! I didn't know that. How many games are like that?
Not very many.
Again, I grew up with an Atari and I didn't know anything about that.
True, Caper Dave. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna unshare this screen, and you can put yourself full. Or I'll just put solo layout, and you go ahead and play. And I'm here, and I'll go through the chat, and I'm gonna check my Space Shuttle.
What game is it, Pete? 3?
Just one is all I played.
Well, I had one on before, and it was just me. You had the computer going against you.
Oh, well, I really didn't know. I was just game 1.
Oh wait, there's only 2. I thought. Oh man, I thought for a second there I had. Let's see. Can you hear it at all?
I can hear a little bit. Yep.
I got my second monitor working, and I have it laying right next to the microphone.
Oh, good. I can hear like the little bits. Not a whole lot of sound, but I can hear some.
Yeah. So I have it on full blast, unfortunately. That's as good as it gets.
I'm just going to go. Not going to bother you if I put up a couple comments, is it?
Nope. Oh, yeah, this is a computer. I don't know what I was doing before. Maybe I had it on number 2. Maybe that was 2-player, like actual people.
Yeah, there you go, Willie. That would be awesome. Modify JZIN TV so we could do some internet play.
I wonder if anyone at Atari is even thinking about doing online for these old games. That's even a thought in their head.
I don't know. I mean, that was something that I talked about with Tommy at different times. And he says, it's coming, but we'll see. I mean, the original goal for it was a year after launch. Well, we're just worried about launch at the moment. If it, that would be way, way, way back.
I think it's interesting that when your opponent has a fish going up first, that you're kind of on a delay.
That's true, eh?
Man, I played so much of this as a kid.
Lance on the Intellivisionaries Podcast. Gabriel Baum mentions a fishing game on television, and the artwork was great, but it lacked fun gameplay, so they killed the project. And I'm just doing that, so I'm interfering with Jeff's fishing.
Damn you, Papa Pete. Heck, I'm impressed we even have we have stuff like this happening. We can go back and forth playing games.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally could have both screens up at once.
Yep. And we do know how to do that. Someday we're going to do that too. We're going to have Papa Pete versus GoGameGo live. Well, we already did it with hockey. That was neat to be able to do that live. But we'll be able to play like both of us playing Space Invaders or both of us playing Astro Smash or something like that on the screen at one time. So we will be doing that. No doubt about it. I'm going to back out of my fishing derby screen there. A couple more comments here. Oh, right here, Michael. I was reading. I'm all in favor of internet play added to JZIN TV would make FooBar multiplayer sessions easier to coordinate. Man, Michael, I swear to you, you are a friggin' genius, and you understand the game that you created. And I have a hard time with it. I really do. So someday when we have JZIN TV internet play, I'm going to bring you on here, and you are going to teach Jeff and I how to play FooBar.
FooBar.
Oh, and I didn't open it up yet, but let's do that right now. Color Dinosaur. I just want to go down through the rest of the chat, catch up on the chat, guys. I love that Caper Days comment here. I think I already put it up once, but fishing on the television would have been great. All we had was Utopia, which is an absolutely fantastic game. Love it. We're going to check this out right now. Saboteur with the bonus points right there. My very first review was like my 4th video overall or something like that. It was Superman.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Superman for the Atari 2600. And maybe that is, I don't know. The Lynx is a pretty narrow, well, maybe it's got a bigger audience than I'm thinking, but I would think that would there be less of a Lynx community than an Intellivision community, do you think? I don't know.
I would think so.
Kurt, that fishing derby is such a simple little game, and it is so much fun. Yeah, online sea battle does definitely need to happen. Yeah, right on. Thanks. Someday we'll have a lesson. Good authority. The Intellivision 3 will make it out before the Amico, and it was canned in 1984. So anyway, let's pop this puppy open. It's a little tricky because these have flaps.
I'm really interested in this game. So do you have to have the overlay to have it make sense?
I don't know. I've not played this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Star Master?
I have played Star Master. I used to play it quite a bit when I was a kid. I liked it.
I bought it. I opened it up and it had 2 instruction manuals.
Yeah.
Made my head hurt. I played it a little bit and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know Can you play that without the manuals? I guess you'd have to kind of read up on it, wouldn't you?
It would be tough.
I wish I had that still.
This is in such friggin' good shape that I'm even going to.
Oh, it is. That's beautiful. Jeez. Oh, look at the back. That's so. Is that a photo?
Yeah. There's the back right there.
Wow, that's a unique.
I'm going to go full screen here. I'm going to go full screen so I can show it.
That's a very unique box there.
Yeah. So there's the back. And of course, the front. And I mean, I got this not an incredibly long time ago, but probably 6 or 7 years ago, I'll say, before the mass chaos happened with prices. I mean, it's not, it's got the bend here and stuff, but my guess is, Creeper, it's here. Here's the cartridge. Looks good.
What a great idea, though, using an overlay to kind of change the buttons around. What year did Space Shuttle come out? What the heck are those?
That's the overlay right there.
Ah.
Right? That's the
I always
overlay.
thought it was cool that on the Atari you could have, they had the ability to reprogram those switches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I know Black and White. I know some games use that for something else. I thought it was a pretty clever idea.
That's all instructions, like reference cards.
So the overlays, that's for the 6-switch Atari, right?
That's for the 4-switch.
Or the 4-switch?
But I would think if it goes on the 4, it would go on to the 6. I don't know. I was like in the books.
Because I had a 6. Was 6 the oldest, or is that
6 was older.
Okay, that's the one I had.
Same here. I think I had a light 6er is what I had, I believe. So that's just so cool. It's a beautiful manual. So just gonna go into solo mode here. So neat. But yes, there you go, Creeper. It's there, man. He says it's a very interesting game.
Yeah, I've never even seen it played. I'll have to try it sometime. I'll have to try to look up the manual and all that and see if I can figure it out.
But that's one. I mean, if you load it up in your emulator, you're probably gonna go like, what the heck's going on? How are you gonna know, right? I get this one put right back away because I was lucky to get it when I did. I'll tell you that.
I take it that one's really expensive, especially a complete.
Well, I really don't know, but I'll bet you anything I didn't pay that much for it. And maybe it's not that much now, but I bet you it's a lot more than it was. I bet you it's a lot more now than it was, I guess what I'm saying.
Let's see.
Perfect. Thanks for asking that. That's awesome. Thank you, Lance. Right on. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. Oh, Big Block says he had a Sears 6er. Yeah. When playing Atari, I gotta dig these out. Oh, so there's my console as a kid. It's got the power thing broken, which will have been broken for 40 years later this year.
You should have it.
I'm going to repair it.
I was saying that'd be great to repair it on the anniversary.
Yeah, 40
Bring it
years.
back to life.
So that's my actual original one from when I was a kid. And the neat part about that is I always had this stuck to it. And I found this the other day. This is a sticker that used to be on the top of it. But I still have the sticker tucked away here. Why should I? Is it strange that I should be able to reach that? Like just like this sticker from when I was a kid. And then there you said you had a Sears 6er. There's a Sears 6er right there. And that works. I got that one for very little money. I took it apart And basically, it was like I removed a combination of beehive and rat's nest out of the inside of it.
Oh, jeez.
It was a mess. And I did kind of get it working, but I really should take it apart and get it going again. But I really do think I would get it working. I even bought some parts, some circuits and stuff. What do you call it? 5-amp regulator or something like that? I'm not mechanical, unfortunately. I watch the videos and then I think, oh, I can do that. And I start to do it. And I can't do it. But so those are always right over there, not far away. And why don't we play another game, Jeff?
I noticed Space Shuttle was on the ColecoVision as well.
Oh, there you go. Cool. All right, I'm going back over to the banners. Brand, yeah, this is C. So we have played a few. I'm going to go over here and look.
Lance is asking, were there any difference between the Sears and the Atari?
I don't think there were not as much as there was no difference between.
It was cosmetic, wasn't it? Only
all cosmetic. There was really no difference between the Sears and television and the regular television either, other than cosmetic. Now it was pretty significant cosmetic differences because the controllers would unhook outside, but ultimately it was all the same hardware. And Atari is all the same hardware, but even the switches sort of look the same. It's just different colored bezels and stuff like that on it. So. It's like the wood, instead of a wood grain on the front, it's like a wood, like a maple bird's eye maple type of grain on it. It's kind of different, but very, very similar. So next up, those were the first 4 games. Okay, so Dragster, Boxing, Checkers, and Fishing Derby are the first 4 original games from Activision. And there is AG005. Let's play some skiing. Have you played this before? This is a game that my brother had when I was a kid, and we did play it quite a bit.
I played skiing like crazy as a kid. So, and I got pretty good at it. I got the patch and everything, but I literally have not played it since. So you're talking 40 years?
Wow.
I don't think I'll be able to do anything on it this time.
You want me to go first, or are you ready to go first? I went first last time, right? I went first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
You're up. 27 people here watching, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We're just being nostalgic, looking at old friggin' playing some old Activision, some of the very original Activision games on Atari. Thanks to Jeff again for joining me tonight.
No problem.
I got you on solo layout now, Jeff. So we're gonna play what? This is game 1, just a straight downhill, right?
What am I doing here? Why is it disappearing? Wait a minute.
Well, you don't hit the button.
You hit the button to jump, though, right?
Well, I don't think you don't have to jump in this game. You're not playing Bogles.
Oh, okay. All right. That had me thrown off. See, I told you it's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Maybe this is a pretty quick game, too. We'll play a couple games of it. Play without trying to get it out the book as such.
Whoa. I don't know why I love this game so much, but I always did.
It was always so much fun.
3465. Let me go one more time.
Sure. 2 cracks at it. Lance will keep. I think my controller's going dead.
Whoops. Ah. Oh. I did worse that time. So 3465 was my best.
Lance, did you type that in? Oh yeah, we were talking about that regulator earlier. Oh, where the blazes to go? I lost it. There it is. The creeper says voltage regulator. Exactly. Drops it down to 5 volts. I went and you go on eBay or whatever it was, and like That right there is, I got a bundle of 10 5-volt voltage regulators for an Atari 2600. So if I could
interesting.
fix them all, if I could solder or do anything like useful like that, I have parts, but I don't have soldering skills. Kind of sad, really. Yeah, and all cosmetic for the Atari Sears. Yep. Ooh, there you go. He says the Sears Super Video Arcade exec is slightly different. I didn't know that, Mike, but listen, if anybody knows that, it's Mike.
Why would they make it different for Sears? That's so strange.
Maybe just to have it was the exec also dictated the title screen. So maybe, Mattel Electronics presents NHL hockey. Maybe there's something on there to have Sears in there, but was it that's almost cosmetic programming, right? In my mind, anyway. Big block. Sears was 10% cheaper because my grandma worked there. That's a good reason to buy it at Sears. Yeah, there you go. Right there is on the title screen. Hey, Boomer Dad. Good to see you, man.
Boomer Dad.
Ooh, there's the question. Salvador's asking. I'll start playing my game, and you guys can debate that. I don't know which is going to be better or not.
I have skiing on Intellivision. I just haven't played it yet.
It does look a lot like a television skiing, though. It really does. Yeah, it's pretty slow for the most part, Luke. It's very methodical. I agree, it does.
Well, you put on those moguls and you got to jump and move around, and it does get a little complicated on the more difficult ones.
All right, here we go. So I'll play a couple games of this, then I'll go to a different game and try it.
Was Freeway not one of the early ones?
It was. It's coming.
All right. You know what you're doing, Pete. Look at that. Ooh. You beat it. You beat me. 3401. I had 3465. Let's see if you can get into the 33s.
All right, here we go.
I remember, memorizing these where I had it down pat where I would just kind of brush right up against the flag without touching it to cut off as much time as possible. Like that. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. That's the way to do it. As soon as you can see your skis kind of flare out, you're in trouble because you've just lost time.
Oh, there we go. We're doing pretty good to that point. Cool. All right, so how many games were there again? 8? No?
Wow.
10.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I remember a lot of variety. You can. It can definitely get much tougher. I don't know about faster, but when you add in the jumping, all that.
Oh yeah, it's faster.
Wow, a lot faster. Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I got fast at it. Jeez.
Whoa. I'm in a tree. See how much penalty I have there. 56 seconds with all the penalties. I was trying to find the mogul one where you have to jump. Let's try 8. Oh, here we go. So this is just straight downhill. It's got to get down. And I think oh, this is the moguls was a difficulty setting, wasn't it?
Oh, was it just with the Switch?
I think so. I'm sort of getting my, because I'm not hitting it. Oh, I'm not hitting anything, but it's just making me jump. I found the magic spot.
You got it.
Well, for a moment. Ooh. Oh, wrong way. How am I turning the wrong way? Like, here we go. Whoa. Oh, I only got 60 feet to go here, 60 yards. No, that's the wrong way. Hit that tree right in the middle. 120-51. You want to try that one? What game was it? Game 8.
Game 8. Let's see. Whoops. And that is strictly down, no flags or
no flags, and if you don't have your difficulty switch on, it'll jump for you. So I just gotta stop sharing here.
that. All right, where's my controller? There we go. Wait, I thought it didn't have flags.
Mine didn't once I started it.
Oh, okay. I gotta press the button.
AJWD. Yeah, there you go.
So this is what, 500?
500 meters or whatever.
Okay, so you can do the difficulty switch, and you'll have to jump manually.
Exactly.
Oh, actually, this one's pretty fun. This is more like a survival game here.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All those old skiing feelings are coming back, Pete. I haven't played this in so long. This is awesome.
You're still kicking my butt. You're almost there. I was 120.
Oh, no. Oh,
nice. You almost beat a minute. You were like good 20 seconds faster than me.
Oh man, that's fun.
The new, on the Odyssey 2 is a new hero. Did he say where it was? Where you can get it?
No, I'm curious because
save a tree, Pete. No, I didn't save them. I just made toothpicks out of them by driving into them straight ahead. Hot Dog's my favorite movie of those ones, I think. Yeah, there you go. Big Block thinks the same thing. All right, well, that was skiing. So that was game number 5. So game number 6 for them is ski. No, that's not it. That's 5. What are we doing?
we just played it.
We just played it. I already talked about this one, but that was the game number 6. AX006. I don't remember what the AX and AG stood for, but they still went by numbers like the Atari ones. So
We're not gonna play bridge, Pete.
we're not going to play bridge. Although I watched an episode of MASH today where Potter and Hawkeye were taking on the mayor of Ouijanbu and his brother, the chief of police of Ouijanbu, at Game of Bridge, while Colonel Flagg was there and trying to raid them for being a spy ring, and then Winchester tricked Flagg into trying to arrest the mayor and chief of police, and Flagg got in trouble, and Potter kicked Hawkeye out because he sucked playing bridge, and Charles became his new partner. The end. There. Now you don't have to watch that show.
I always loved Colonel Flagg. He was such a nut.
He was. It was. I think that might be his last appearance.
You said Winchester. I didn't realize Flagg made it all the way to Winchester.
Yeah, he was around quite a few years. I think I'm on season 7 right now, and that might be his last appearance. So I'm not 100% sure of that, but he had 5 or 6 appearances. He was really well known. Like he was almost as much of a regular as Alan Arbus as Dr. Sidney Freeman.
Oh yeah,
Freeman. Yeah.
For some reason, I always remember when he was talking to all them, and he got to BJ, and he couldn't find anything. I don't want to say like wrong with him. I guess is
right.
There was just like there was nothing. He was just normal. He couldn't figure anything out with him. I thought that was an interesting comment. I don't know why it sticks in my mind. And
then that's the same episode where then the practical joker turns out to be BJ, correct? Right? Yeah. The Fanta. Do you realize that I like that show, Jeff?
Wasn't BJ filling like a hole with water or something in that episode?
Yeah, he got Freeman to sit there. Just hold the water here, or no, he's filling the hole with water. He says, now when I tell you, all I need you to do is holler as loud as you can, air raid. He hollers air raid. Frank comes running out of the tent and jumps into his foxhole full of water.
I think it's funny. I just remember bits and pieces of that episode. I can picture BJ with a hose.
I've seen it before.
Maybe once or twice.
Once or twice this year. So next up, AG007. Not a game I'm at all familiar with. Tennis. And it says 1 or 2 players, but it seems to me this ended up only being a 1-player game. I don't know why I'm thinking that. But anyway, this is a 1-player game. Have you played this one before? I never had it. Never played it back in the day.
I played the heck out of it, Pete.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Right on. Well, I want to see that then. You went last. You had to go first this time.
Trying to look up. Let's see. Let's see here.
I'm ready if you want me to go. There you go. You got it.
Yeah. Let me just put it on.
I'll get the full screen there.
All right. This game is not easy. No. I think the patch was you just had to beat the computer, which I did at one point, but I can't do it anymore.
So did you play it in Quest? You didn't play it for Quest of the Patch?
No, I've practiced it. I haven't practiced it enough because I can't beat the computer.
Oh, okay.
He's hard. I mean, look at this. This is still the first point.
And you do not hit the button to hit it, do you?
Nope. It's automatic. You do on the serve, but not after the serve.
Gotcha.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I don't even know if you've done I don't think you even do it on the serve. I think you just run into it on the serve. Yeah, they made this as simple as possible. And the further you can kind of control where it goes based on where the ball hits your racket. Look at this. Look at this. This is nuts.
Was that your point?
No, it was his.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you do have to hit the button here. And then that's it. I can't even sneak one past this guy. Yeah, I'm orange. Oh, God. The only way to beat him is you've got to get really good where you can control where the ball hits your paddle so you can send the ball exactly where you want. But that takes some practice.
Wow.
Man, I played this and skiing and fishing derby. Pretty much everything we played tonight is everything I played as a kid.
Right on.
See, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right and then hit the button. I'm gonna try to send it to the bottom left. Yep, like that. Oh, I thought I had a point there. He was taking his time getting over there.
So is a victory for us to score a point in one of these games?
Whoever can score the most points. I think I've only had one where it was kind of close. Right, almost scored. I like that they added a shadow for the ball. That helps.
Yeah, true. Well, it gives you the depth, right?
Yeah. God, this is taking forever. All right. And you don't have to, you can just hold the button down when you go to serve. You can just run into the ball that way. You don't have to time it or anything. Hopefully you can score a point off this guy, Pete. Ah, there you go.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
I'll go ahead and play that last well.
All right. We'll just do we'll do one where you serve and then the computer serves. For some reason, it's coming back to me. I think that when you're on the bottom, I feel like it's easier. I don't know why. He snuck a point in on me. I didn't realize it was going to go again.
See, I had never played this, but I remember getting it and trying it and going like, how much more easy? Because I'm trying to hit the button to hit the ball, and you don't. Well, basically hitting the button does nothing, right?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
And
serves.
It's just so weird how simple it is. Just basically moving around, put yourself in position. It's like Pong. It's graphically superior Pong.
See, I'm trying to hit these sharp shots here, like at angles.
Yeah.
It's hard though. Oh,
hey!
Point. I told you, being on the bottom is easier, I think. I don't know if there's any proof of it. Maybe I just like this angle better than the other angle. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Thing is, you try to get those angles, you really risk missing the ball like that.
Yeah. Yes, really.
Salvatore said the difficulty switch has changed the sharpness of the angle.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll leave it there for that. There's two. Let me get out of solo mode.
All right. I'm totally ignoring the chat. I apologize. I'm very intensely watching the game.
Oh, go ahead, Pete.
Hit home runs and Intellivision tennis return the serve before the ball hits the ground. The audience's eyes will follow the ball as the air as it goes yard. Yeah, the pickleball's huge, JWD. It's like I've never played it. I've only seen it once or twice.
I've never
played it. Sorry, Jeff, to cut you off.
Well, there's a pickleball. I've never played it, but we have I think there's leagues here.
I never played Intellivision tennis. I don't think to this day I've played it more than just to turn it on and see what happens. We did not have it when I was a kid. And I've never had anybody really to play a game against. Now I do have championship tennis somewhere, which I believe is one player, but I've not played it a whole lot either. So
yeah, I like playing tennis in real life. I used to watch it in the 80s.
Okay.
Huge fan. And I was a big fan of the tennis game on the Dreamcast, Virtua Tennis.
Oh, that was a game.
Because it even had the cool mini games where you could,
yes,
hit the ball in certain areas. I love that game.
I did too. And Virtual Tennis 2 then brought had ladies tennis in it.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm
always a sucker for a tennis game. I don't know why. Just like it.
Tennis for the less agile. Listen, pickleball was talked about when games are being thrown around, like cornhole, and pickleball was another one being thrown around. So let's see. Tennis difficulty switch controls the angle, more or less varied. There you go. I don't understand that comment. Is there tennis in that? No. Sharp shot with the angle of, okay. Tennis on HBO in the 80s is great. Like, that was the era, like Bjorn Borg, John McEnroe, Jimmy Connors. Who else was playing back then, Jeff? You were a fan.
Yvonne Lendl.
Yvonne Lendl, yeah.
Those were the big guys. I was a huge John McEnroe fan. I liked that he was a jackass. I loved the way he argued. I just thought he was awesome.
Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova were the big ladies at that time, right? And Aricha Sanchez Vicario or something like that.
Yeah. I used to watch women's too, but I don't remember them as much for some reason.
It is. It's almost like advanced play. Okay, so I got to play this game too. Hold it. We'll get out of there, and I got to play it for a sec.
Yeah, I remember that. Was it that great match against Borg and McEnroe when they had that huge tie and they were going back and forth? That was awesome. I just watch Wimbledon every year. I haven't watched it in probably 2 decades.
Okay. I'm hitting the button again.
I guess at the bottom, I feel like you have wider angles to hit. I don't know. Oh, you almost had him there, Pete. Oh, I thought you were going to get it.
Like, spike the damn thing. Like right there, spike it. Ah. Well, I'll be quicker.
Tracy Austin. That's right. She was like the phenom who came up, and didn't she get hurt? Then I guess later there was like, was it Gabriella Sabatini? I remember her.
Right. She was big
else?
with Steffi Graf, right? Hey, I got a point.
There you go. See, I'm telling you, I think it's easier down here. We need to talk to the guy who made this game and ask him if that's true.
Ace, finish me off. Done.
We both got a point and both on the bottom court. How about that?
We're getting right out of there now. Sometimes there's games that, that's a great game for the fact that I love old games, but I really don't want to play that one a whole lot.
I don't have any pleasure. I want to play it just to beat the guy so I can say I did it.
Oh, did you put the Wrestling Buddies comment up there? Yeah, those. I'd love to have one of those, like Macho Man or Hulk for me. I don't know. I don't care about the Ultimate Warrior a whole lot.
Oh, yeah. Monica Seles.
I remember that. I remember her getting stabbed. Yeah, that was crazy.
She was the one that like grunted on every hit.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, where are we going to next? Look it over. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to play this for a little bit. I won't play it as long as I can because next on the list,
Laser Blast.
AG008 Laser Blast. There it is. Oh, get that on there. There.
Good old Laser Blast. This was never one of my favorite Activision games, to be honest.
It's one that I remember from when I was a kid just because of the commercials and stuff that were on, because it was so different when they announced it. It and Freeway, which we'll play Freeway after. But where am I going here? Get rid of that. There used to be ads on the radio for Laser Blast, and then it was such a different premise. I remember before I'd ever seen it, there was a game where it was just like Space Invaders, except for you were the Space Invaders shooting at the things on the ground. So,
when I first got it, I remember I was like, I kind of got bored of it, to be honest.
Well,
playing it after a while.
We'll see how this goes, but I'm probably not going to play it all that long.
I wasn't bored because I was so good at it and I couldn't die. I was just, I just felt like it was the same thing nonstop. And it wasn't as exciting as Space Invaders.
Oh, this is a good start. Okay.
I do like how you can control your ship and land and smash into one of these guys. I always like the beam coming down too. I thought it was cool.
You got to get in the roll, right? You got to get in the rhythm.
There you go. Should you play to a certain score, Pete?
Yeah. 1 million.
1 million, you get yourself a patch.
That's when you get the second patch, right?
Oh, that's right. What was the first patch? I don't remember.
I don't remember what the amount was. I do know that I've read different things where it takes about 5 hours to get to 1 million. Can you imagine doing this for 5 hours?
I cannot. Like I said, it was never my favorite Activision game, so 5 hours of it would drive me crazy. Lance wants to know if you're the bad guy in this. I don't know. I don't know what. Was there a story in the booklet? I don't remember.
I don't think you are.
See, you're already up to. Well, you had 4 guys. Wait, do you get a guy after every
1,000?
1,000? Oh my god.
Oh yes.
I don't think they mentioned the 1,000,000-point patch in the manual.
You can find them online for sale. Like they're.
You know what? I think I have all the Atari patches downloaded, like a high res of them.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna put them on one board and print them out because they look really good, and I'm not gonna spend a few $100 to get all these patches back.
Yeah, really. Some of them are crazy expensive. I know what really neat game there. Rich from Bacon Ice Cream did a video on Sequest a while back where he worked trying to get that patch and bought himself the patch so he could do it.
Is that the one where he was in a pool?
Yes, that's right.
That was awesome.
That was a great video.
So you've been playing this for like 2 minutes, and you've look at all the ships you've accumulated. You still got 6.
I think that's the most you can have. I don't think it gives you any hidden ones.
We're about to find out. Yeah, you're right. That was it. It never changes, does it?
Not really.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Look, Ron, no hands. All right, that's enough of that. You want to play it?
No, let's go to the next one. I think that's enough Laser Blast.
That's enough Laser Blast. It was a neat premise at the time. I thought it was really cool. And I love being able to steer the ship down and take out the.
That's my favorite part of it. When you die, you can you can still take them out. That's kind of a unique little feature. Usually, once you're dead, you're dead.
All right. So next up, and we've talked about it. I love this game. I really do.
Freeway.
And not because it's an incredibly fun game, but it's fun. But it's just such a neat premise. I don't know. I just really liked it. And we'll go from there, but afterwards. But of course, it was originally inspired, David Crane, by being at CES when it was in Chicago, and the highway was out front. Can't remember. It's one of the ones that are named in Freeway, actually, one of the roads in Chicago. And he envisioned it just a person trying to cross it. It was called Bloody Human Freeway is what he made. And needless to say, that wasn't exactly good for marketing for Activision. So they decided to change it to the chicken crossing the road. But of course, since this is emulation, where are you going, Coco? Come on, girl. You want that? I'll let you down.
Now, this is another game I played a ton of, Pete.
You did, yeah. You had it when you were a kid, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I am actually. You can't see it. I'm going to play this first.
Oh, awesome.
Bloody Human Freeway.
Is this actually a ROM from Activision, or did somebody create this?
Oh, I think this is like the original one, probably by David Crane. This is the original one.
Okay, so it actually.
Yeah,
survived.
I think I have not actually played this one yet. Like this one on the launch box.
Now, Pete, pick either game 3 or 7.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Try 3, because that's 3 and 7 are the games where you can get the patch if you get to 20, I think.
Okay.
I used to be able to do that no problem, but it's another game that I've practiced recently.
Okay, yeah.
I just can't get to 20 anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Oh wait, this is okay. This is the human one. Let's say this is way faster than normal number 3.
Oh.
Now, Freeway and Frogger were developed at the same time.
But supposedly their story is they're completely independent of each other.
Right. One wasn't a copy of the other. They just
right
came from them.
Oh.
See, I like the chicken version better because I like the look of the chicken. And I like the sound he makes when he gets hit. This is easier. I mean, other than the speed, because when you die, you
don't
come right back.
back.
Yeah, you don't get knocked down. Because sometimes, like a domino effect, you just get knocked all the way back. I'll tell you what, it feels good when you can go from bottom to top without stopping, and it's just like a perfect match.
Or if you get hit at every lane.
Yes. Oof.
25, but that's this one. So you get kicked way back in the regular one.
Oh yeah.
But that's a neat rendition of it right there.
That is.
Do you want you go ahead and play Freeway next? Play game 3, and then I'll play the regular Freeway game 3, and we'll see how it goes.
You know how I remember that it's game 3 and 7?
How'd you remember that?
Because Keith Hernandez when he played for the Cardinals, he was number 37.
Oh, there you go.
I remember a lot of things based on baseball uniform numbers.
That's cool.
It drives Celia crazy. I don't know. All right, I got to remember the pattern. There we go. But it works. I always remember 3 and 7. I just love the chicken animation. I just think it's hilarious.
It's great.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I know some people are really bored of this game, but man, I played the heck out of this.
I don't remember. I had to have had it when I was a kid, or gotten it real late. I remember playing it, borrowing it, and playing it.
No. Oh, geez, what am I doing?
Because I know that I played it a lot, and I still remember the commercials on the radio. I would love to find those audio commercials online somewhere from Activision.
I just think the idea of a radio commercial for a video game is just so bizarre to me.
And I can even tell you, I can remember loading the wood into my brother-in-law's basement for their winter wood, and listening to the American, like it wasn't Casey Kasem's America Top 40, it was another one of the top 40 shows, and they would always play during those shows, like they sponsored the overall syndicated broadcast. And of course, at that time, the technology is so hilarious. Those weren't transmitted like over an internet or anything like that, because needless to say, didn't exist in 1980. It was every week the radio station will receive albums, like a 4-album set, LPs, with the top 40 on it. And it would include these commercials built into it. And the reason I know that is because they'd have their annual rock and roll Labor Day show where they'd have a big giveaway, and they'd have trivia questions and prizes all night long. 24-hour rock show is what they called it. And I won several of these sets. They just have all these records left over, right, from the top 40 from all summer, and they give them away as prizes. So it's kind of neat.
Oh, that's cool.
What you have, 15?
15.
All right.
I think the most I've gotten recently is 17.
Here we go.
In the
7.
grand scheme of things, even 17 is not all that close.
Well, I got off.
Pete, where you're at, do you call it freeways or highways?
Highway. The
Okay.
highway.
When I was a kid, I was like, what's a freeway?
There's no, we don't call things freeways here. No.
I don't know if is it a California thing or is it elsewhere? I don't even know.
I think it is a California thing, to be quite honest. All right, that's enough.
You know, the Heart's dog on Heart to Heart was freeway.
I lost it. Ha!
Oh, I thought you were going to sneak in there.
There we go. 6. Was doing well at the start.
One of the Saboteur says one of the first plug and play consoles was sold by Avon, and it was
Sold
like
by
an
who?
Activision game. Avon, the makeup company.
Oh, Avon. Cool.
Saboteur says highways can have stops or crossroads. Freeways don't. But you know what? I mean, that's the same as our highways here. They don't have stops or crossroads. We still call them highways. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Well, Saboteur, you're out west, right?
$11. Cool.
It's not as easy as it looks.
It is not as easy as it looks. And listen, just because Matt Livingston asked for it and he's not here because he probably get mad at me and left, why don't you play a game of Kaboom for us?
Oh, let's see here.
Which is the next game. It's AG010.
Let me see. Where is it at? What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I threw it down here.
Get back, are you, Coco?
This thing's a little finicky. Let's see if it can work. Again, Kaboom's another game I played a lot of. And I was god awful at Kaboom. I never could get anywhere on it.
Freeway and interstates are the same. But we don't have interstates in Canada because we don't have states in Canada. Up here, just 4-lane highway is in, well, less than, you're get towards Montreal, it's an 8-lane highway or something, but Toronto, it's a 12-lane highway, like down around New York. 16 lanes is the largest I've driven on around here. Well, that's down New York. Interprovs. That's good. That's exactly JWD. Interprovs. What the hell is a turnpike? We have the turnpikes in Maine too, because that's just well, I don't know what the difference is really. You'd think you're on the same road. The only difference is when you start the main turnpike, you pay the toll.
Tolls. I hate toll roads.
Well, there's lots of them.
We don't have any near us, thank goodness.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
When I drove down to Philadelphia from here, I spent around $60, $80 on tolls.
Hold on, what am I missing here? Am I in the wrong section?
Yep.
Oh, apparently I don't know my alphabet. L. Oh, K, L. Kaboom! All right, let me see if this will work here, because now I got to switch it into paddle mode. All right, let me see if it works. We'll do that. Okay, it's working.
Good.
Oh, it's good. I started losing control there. You can see how well this is going to go.
Oh, is it not?
The paddle's not moving great. Whew. It's a little stiff. I wonder if I could loosen this up somehow. I have seen some people where it jumps on them. Okay, I think some of it is you got to not do it too far one way or the other. Woo!
I like that. You used to listen to the Dr. Demento show. Weird Al, Dr. Demento.
Oh, come on, look at this. To me, as soon as I lose the first bucket, it's all over. Yeah, I got the 100.
That's it.
There you go. There's Kaboom.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because David Crane made it happen. That's awesome. Just getting caught up here. I don't want to ignore anything here.
I am really impressed how this worked out.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Like that.
Thank you so much for coming on here and doing this with me, man.
Oh, thanks for having me on. This was a ton of fun, man.
Right on. We have the Trans-Canada Highway. We do, right from Newfoundland. Oh, okay. That's what you were telling me about the other day.
Yeah. Still use this for work sometimes, but when we were doing the challenges with the IntelliVoice games,
yes,
I had to figure a solution out. So I grabbed this. I don't really have anywhere to put it to actually play off it, so I just lay it over here next to the mic, and I don't watch it, but I have it turned up as far as it'll go, just so I can hear, like, Bomb Squad. I had to hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I needed that.
Chris saying he's playing Mega Mania on the Raspberry Pi. And Mega Mania.
That's a
will
good
probably be in the next part 2 of this of our Atari Activision series, because there's 44 games in the Atari set. Realistically, it's more like actually is arguably 45 with Tomcat, which was an Accolade / Activision release, or Absolute. No, it's Accolade. Activision in Europe, Accolade over here. And I do have that one too. I got it from Luke not long ago, which was great. I really appreciated that. So we've got a lot more games. We only went through like 10 games today.
JWD said that David Crane designed the bomber, but not the game. That's an interesting bit of trivia there.
In what? In Kaboom?
Yeah.
Kaboom was Larry Kaplan, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, he said I guess he just drew the bomber.
Oh, the graphic. Yeah.
The graphic of it, but he didn't do the game.
Conceived and designed by Larry Kaplan for 1 or 2 players. And this is interesting as well. I didn't realize this before. My copy of Kaboom, look down the bottom, is
oh wow,
Avec It's a French Canadian version. Which I didn't even realize till right this second.
By the way, Salvatore is the one who told me about this controller.
Right.
For the Retron, but it does work on an Atari. It's the same.
Is that not the one that came with it? Your Retron?
No, this doesn't come with it. It's the same old, so it'll work. The Retron came with, I got the orange one, so it came with this one. The regular Retron controller, let's see if I can get it over here without knocking everything down. The regular Retron looks like this. It's brown. It's got those stripes.
Right.
But then this, you can use it as a stick if you want, because it's got a stick and a button. But when you turn it this way, then you got the paddle.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And it's decent enough. It's all right. But I mean, in all fairness, even as a kid, I remember the paddles were not, they weren't 100% like the joystick. There was a little, I always felt there was a little bit of a flicker to it. But as they get older, they get even worse.
Okay. William, I know Dead Puppies. I can find Dead Puppies on YouTube. That song is hilarious. There's so many things. This is all from Dr. Demento that we've been talking about, right? I'm going to sing the beginning of a song, and it came from the Dr. Demento show, and I have this ingrained in my mind because it was on a cassette tape that we had recorded off Dr. Demento, because it seems to me that Dr. Demento was on Sunday nights or something like that here, and it was broadcast from a station that was in central Maine that you could just barely pick up. And one night it was coming in really good, and my brother-in-law recorded a bunch of it. And there's this one song I remember listening to, and I've never found it again. And if you can get me the name of this song or a copy of the recording, I would be forever grateful. I'll definitely buy you a drink at PRGE this year if you could find this song. And it goes a little something like this. I'm so happy, you're so happy, I can shout with glee. The thing I've always wanted has finally come to me. Ever since I was a boy, I used to ask my dad, say, why can't I have one like that? He'd say, go away, England. I felt so small and puny beside the other men, but what can you expect, my friends, for I was only 10. And at the end of the song, it went on and on and on like that. And he says, I can't remember the last lines, but the last line of the song was, I have a full-grown mustache. Today I am a man. And that was the whole theme of the song. Because, of course, it's all innuendo, but for whatever reason, I could never find that song. It was from Dr. Demento in the early 80s. And William, if you could find that song, I'll buy you a beer or a drink or whatever you want. So, right on. Didn't expect me to sing in the stream, did you?
Always something new on Papa Pete.
There you go. Oh, here's a question from JW. Have you tried an Atari driving controller on your Retron?
No, I don't have any. I used to have the Indy 500 paddles.
That's what they are. Those are the driving controllers.
Yeah, but I don't have any of my old stuff anymore. Yeah, the old controllers should work on the Retron.
April 40. Okay. We got all kinds of songs coming up now. So there we go. Yep, Salvador, that was it. Oh my God. Listen, on that note, I don't think we can get any lower than that. So maybe we should just call it a night. So guys, once again, thanks a lot for joining Jeff and I tonight. This is a lot of fun, just being able to sort of figure out how to play these games and both be here. Now, eventually we'll learn how to play head to head, but not yet. We're not there yet, but maybe someday soon. You never know. So anyway, guys, thanks again for joining us. Join us on GoGameGo tomorrow night. I'll be in the chat, and Jeff and Stu, I think you don't have a special guest starting tomorrow. Open chat tomorrow.
Open chat tomorrow.
Right on. So be it.
Real quick for JW, I don't have that. Is that I don't know if that's the game. Is that the Game Boy one? I'm not sure. I think it is. I do not have it. Yeah, we got open chat tomorrow.
I'm going to check that out, Big Block. I found the mustache song a couple times, but it is not the same song when I type in the mustache song. Anyway, guys, thank you again so much. I should try that right there too. I don't never even thought to do that, but anyway, guys, thanks again so much. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. I don't know what I have coming down the pipe. I got to put something together, but this was just a ton of fun. Take care, guys. Let's get over to this, and we'll play this on the way out. Night, guys.
Hey, this is Ferg from the Atari 2600 Game by Game Podcast, and you are watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of